Do you have any advice on making the transition from writer to director, especially for someone just getting started?
Yeah, I'm glad that somebody asked that question because I have stopped thinking about them like they're two jobs. Like it just seems like the same thing. And I don't know that that means that it's better because it's like that or worse, but I don't know. Like scripts, people start people can start talking about scripts like they're suggestions on a film set. They can think about the prospect of a scene and think, well, it doesn't have to be this. It could be something like this. And then if you're the writer, you think, well, that's not exactly right. If you lose that, you're going to lose something elemental. So I have a good sense of what is elemental. And in the writing, I think that means I also have a sense of what we could lose later. So the best asset I have in editing is that I was the writer, so I can cut my scenes without feeling like I've done a disservice to anybody. Like I am merciless with cutting my own material and I don't feel precious about it. So if you are a writer who becomes a director, you're gonna have the superpower of being really hard on yourself as a writer, and you won't hesitate. And you might hesitate if you're working with another person who has, their own sensibilities, their own sense of pride. Like I just don't care, and I would care if it was another person. So I would suggest that anybody who wants to feel a little more confident about the thing being seen through, thinks very seriously about being a director because it is a craft. You could learn it. If you care to get good at the craft, it's there for you to study. And there are thousands of films that will teach you. And if you watch them like a student, then you'll understand them better. And when it comes time for you to contribute to this thing that you've been watching, it'll be a lot easier for you. Writing is much harder than directing, in my opinion. Writing is, it's impossible to explain how it finished. There aren't techniques that work. There aren't tricks. Like there's not a magic uh, phrase you can use every morning to allow for some quality to come visit you. It just comes some days and some days it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it's very hard. And the frustrations of writing and struggling to finish elementally more powerful than the frustrations of directing and not making your day. If you've shown whatever power it takes to be a writer who can finish and then share something that can be understood and then you can engage a group over, then I think you're also the kind of person who could get good at directing in your own way, on your own timetable. And I encourage everybody to do it. And even if you're not for lack of a better way to characterize it, you're not a people person, if you're a decent person, that's enough. Though you'll find a way for someone to understand you, even if you feel like this isn't your first language. If you care about it the most, then they're going to care about you the most. So I encourage everybody to try to do that, no matter their age, no matter their experience. It's the other half of the marathon.